Hello, welcome to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett. Today's guest is comedy titan and all-round good guy, Colin Geddis. How's it going?
Good.
Did you enjoy it?
I was well tuned out there. I thought you were doing ads.
I am not fully.
I thought you were going to do ads. I was going.
I intro you and then I do my ads.
You do ads and I'll just do this.
Right.
Fuck.
So today's episode is sponsored by NordVPN. That is a virtual private network provider. So a virtual private network basically gives you added layers of security while you're surfing the web. And while you're pissing around on the internet, you get added layers of security and you can use servers from different countries and things like that. Basically, you can fake out your location and do things that you want to do online without being watched. It's a good way of protecting your identity and personal data when you're online. Nord love us, and if you go over to nordvpn.com/noblasters, you will receive my limp penis. No, you will receive a brilliant discount, and also if you subscribe for a 2-year policy with Nord, you will get 4 months for free. So that is a fucking great time. So this is a good thing to use whenever I would be away, like on tour, and you're maybe using like dodgy wee Wi-Fi's in hotels or cafes or whatever. It's just ups your security immediately. Nobody there can take your data or see what you've been doing. And it's just a more private, more secure experience. You can, of course, also use it to watch American Netflix and things like that. You can watch the NHL for free, which is a great time if you're into ice hockey and you're a fucking massive nerd like me. I watch so much ice hockey on YouTube that my phone... I'll talk to you about that in a wee second. nordvpn.com/noblasters. Talk to you about that in a wee minute. Our other advert today is to tell you about our Patreon over at patreon.com/noblasters. This is the home of all things No Blasters. We do an extra episode of No Blasters every Thursday, which is called No Blasters Extra Time. We have announcements and deals on gig tickets, and we have... you can sign up and play me on those extra time episodes. You can play against me, play FIFA or EA24 or whatever the fuck it's called now. And we also do like wee additional segments in there, a cookery segment. Live stream. We're doing live streams. That's what we're doing now. Soon we're doing another one. It's a good time, so get on over to patreon.com/noblasters. Also, sometimes what happens is people buy tickets for like a big show and it sells out, and then they can't go and they come to us and we get those tickets sold through the Patreon. So that's another good reason to have it. But it's just loads of extra content every week, and it's a lot of fun. Plus, if you sign up to it now, you have like 2 years of extra content nearly to fucking go through. So it's a great time. Loads of stuff on there. Thank you for doing that. No Blasters. The Patreon is at patreon.com/noblasters. Cool. You're looking well. I was going to say there, I've got, so on my YouTube, I don't know if you have this.
Shout out to NordVPN.
Do you have
how many ways can you dance around going like, you can pull a rod off yourself
I know, yeah.
to anything.
Yeah.
And fucking nobody knows.
You want to fucking stick a big tarp over your dirty granny porn that you're watching? Go for it. NordVPN.com. So, /noblasters. Now, anyway, see on your YouTube, do you have YouTube Premium? I don't. Right?
So on the laptop, I have an ad blocker.
Right.
But anytime I
like
switch to the TV or something, like I go to throw something on YouTube on the TV and I don't have it, I'm like, what the fuck?
See the ads. See the ads that come up though. So on my YouTube, as I'm scrolling, the ads that come up on YouTube, I have it so that I've depersonalized mine, so it's not based on what I'm watching. So like, I get it's Domino's and it's I'm trying to think of like Domino's and Shing, the fucking clothing thing. So it's that, but then the ads almost exclusively now that come up that are just like pictorial ads are for like dating old Ukrainian women, like women that are like 50 odd. Mate, I have watched so much ice hockey highlights of the first week of the NHL season that like, mate, it's all changing. My ads are changing now, even though it's supposed to be not personalized. Mate, it's changed from like old Ukrainian women to like old Canadians.
So that's still the women.
So it must still
flog their mouths.
Still trying to flog old bints. But
I mean, are Ukrainians similar to Russian. I mean, sorry for saying that.
yeah.
Just fucking missile through the window. There's bound to be a couple of hot. You know what I mean? Like a Russian's not known for being hot. Like you probably same thing. I know what I mean.
I think is it they're sort of known for being
like these women haven't smiled for 49 years. Perfect face.
I
Do you know? And we don't laugh.
Yeah, no, yeah, they don't. Yeah, there's no time to smile in Russia, so no crow's feet.
Exactly.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Just fucking the only thing that's come out of them eyes is fucking tears every time a generation of their family gets wiped out. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the only thing keeps them young.
Good job, it's over now.
Yeah.
Good job, whole thing. Oh yeah.
Russia and Ukraine's over.
Done.
You heard it here
Done.
first.
Moved on to Gaza now. Moved swiftly on to Gaza.
I was heaving up too. Amazing through ball.
Yeah, so it's done. They're on to the next one.
I think it's mental when people from here have a deeply held opinion about any of those things. Like a deeply held opinion where they're willing to crack up at people here. Like if you were to turn around and declare support for one side of that, I can turn around and crack up at you as if it's our fight.
Yeah.
Or my big fucking pet peeve is people from here comparing the conflict here to their conflicts around the world.
You can use it as a bit of a like similar scenario type thing. A wee bit.
But you're talking about like.
But if you're if you were trying to explain it to me, and
here though is like this is the thing that winds me up about that. As bad as our conflict was here, you can sort of look at it and go, well, roughly 3,500 people died over 30 years.
Yeah, and that's how many.
And that's how many died in like a week. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, how's that even comparable? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think they mean like the scenario, the occupation, the oppression.
I know, but they did this. They said this about Kosovo, and it was like, well, thousands and thousands of people died there in like a few.
You heard it here first. Care about it? What's the big fucking deal?
I get it. I just don't get why people here get so like we're this side and you're that side, and
because we love fighting. I know, but no one can be in the middle and be like, that was a terrorist attack. That was terrible. The fucking oppression for the last 15 years or beyond, also terrible.
50 years, 70 years.
I mean, what's the fucking what's the window of that where they're not allowed in or out? Is that about 15?
Oh yeah, the apartheid of Palestine.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Guess what? Also bad. It's a fucking mess.
It is a mess.
You know what I mean? And then if you say that, people are like, you hate Jews, and I'd be like, listen, who doesn't?
Oh my god.
I'm only joking. No, that is a joke.
Yeah, that's mental.
Shout out to Kanye. I'm not going to mention his race. He was Jewish.
That's mental. Yeah,
that wasn't legit a joke.
No, it was mental.
Before you come and take my foreskin. Cut all that out.
So like,
shout out to NordVPN. This fucking these statements.
So
but the whole place is a kip. But no,
it is. It's mental. It's mental. I think that's what. I think that's what CNN have said about it. They just arrived there and went, this whole place is a kip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You put a helmet on with a microphone.
Biden.
What's on my face?
Biden, this whole place is a kip. Can I snog my granddaughter now? He's a strange cunt, isn't he?
Biden?
Aye.
Nah, fine. Perfect working order. He's good to go.
I don't get him. Like, I know I don't have to, but I don't get... Do you know what I don't get? That they're probably going to nominate him again.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to try and... Like, he's going to go up against... possibly Trump again, which would be mental if Trump does get that nomination.
I think he would win again.
Trump?
I think they do everything in their power.
I think anybody on the Republican side who can stand up straight and isn't literally finger blasting their granddaughter on TV will win. It's grim. It's grim. Yeah, but the Democrats need to be smart enough though to go.
Have I something on my nose? Why is it so itchy? No, I'm so itchy.
I have a wee.
The thing is, I mean, you know the way they always say, like, oh, it really doesn't matter who's the president. It's only they're like a little puppet.
They're like a puppet of the fucking lobbyists.
It is. It's no more obvious than Biden.
When Biden,
because the guy wouldn't get a job in a fucking McDonald's.
No, because he can't. He wouldn't because he can't remember which way to go.
Yeah,
our cunt would be over trying to serve you at the drive-thru, but he'd be in the staff bog.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because he just doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever see how many times he finishes a speech and says, "God bless America," and then walks the wrong way.
But that's the
like
Shane,
there's a team of people going.
That's the Shane Gillis line. He turns into a Roomba.
Yeah, man.
Just that was Shane Gillis's line. He just fucking takes off. It is terrible. Like, I mean, the guy.
That's a great line to be fair.
Yeah, like anybody in that shape. I mean, the guy's ill. Like,
he is.
You know.
Who was the guy? Who was the guy a few weeks back? Who is like, bollocks. He's part of their thing, and he was about to run again. Like, here's Joe Rogan, run again.
Mitch McDonald.
Yes,
and he had like one of them seizures.
Like he's having a stroke with his eyes open.
Yeah,
he's just like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, you thinking of going again then, sir? And he's just like...
Yeah, I mean, there's a name for that where it's like a type of seizure.
Living death.
I think I have them 3 times a day. Usually when my wife is talking to me, I'm like...
Yeah, he's fucking... That's
what was that? I didn't know what that was.
It's not real agreement. It's me going, I fucking... That's your wife, it's not mine.
I like that.
Don't get me in trouble with my wife.
I was like, should bring that in, the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're all fucking ancient, like. But it's a weird scenario because you're like, if someone was dead young into politics, you'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, because if you see, there's a sweet spot though, I think, between being about probably our age, like late 30s, to being about 55, where I think you're maybe legit here.
Yeah.
Or if you're Bernie Sanders, keep going until you win, sir. But anyway, like, I mean, see, even then, if he won now, that guy's too old. But like, see the really young ones that have just won a couple of, like, so they won a seat. There's a guy who's won a seat for Labour in a by-election, and his name is also Keir something. And mate, there's nothing sadder than a politician in their 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only young politician I've ever looked at and gone, you deserve to fucking be doing this, is your woman, Maury Black from fucking SNP. Have you ever seen her?
Don't think so.
She does a fucking speech and a half.
Nice.
She's just like, use your cunts, and I'm gonna tell you that's what you are.
Yeah.
And she's really good. But like, see.
But do you think everybody goes in there with good intentions till you see how many?
No, I think some people probably
are
do.
Attached to everybody, and you're like, I think can't say anything about him.
Some people probably do go in with good intentions. Loads of them are just like, this is what you do when you're 50. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what you do when you're 40 and you've already fucking run a law firm, or you've already run an accountancy firm.
They're going into it because they're like, let me make a few more connections.
I'm
investing.
I'm going to be a statesman.
Yeah. Where should I invest? Because I know a guy who...
Yeah. It's all favours.
Did you ever look into Rishi Sunak's past?
Not in any great detail. I know.
Me neither, but I just know that he's from tons of money, and the wife is from like some sort of fucking...
She's from megatons of
Malaysian
money.
Goddamn something.
Yeah. Like
I could be way off on the... Malaysian, I don't know where.
Type in there Malaysian goddamn something and see if her name come up, right?
That's the name of the episode, by the way. Keep writing that.
Mrs. Sunak and the Malaysian goddamn something. Sounds like a fucking shite Harry Potter.
It's like a Wes Anderson movie.
Oh mate, yeah. No, their whole vibe is so wrong. Like, to be Prime Minister. There's no humility.
Is there anything worse?
Did you ever see the clip of him trying to... He can't even use a chip and pin. Have you ever seen that? That is one of the most telling clips. I mean, a chip and pin. So they drove him. It's one of those things where they drive him in like a government limo to a garage where someone else has driven a car.
Yeah.
He's going to then fill that car up.
Yeah.
And as he's standing there going... Yeah. Like a fucking Pinocchio, right? Trying to fucking...
Just putting £250 worth of diesel into a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, right, yeah. And then he goes over and he talks to some old lady, which is the classic, talk to this old bitch and make it look like you care, so that the conservative voters will still go, oh, he's I know he's but he's helpful. He's helpful, he likes us. And then they keep voting for them. And then he goes into the shop and he's buying a can of Coke, right? Yeah.
Don't even know how to open it.
And he goes to...
all he ever does is hold it out.
Yeah.
And some cunt just comes along.
And he goes to buy it. And the guy behind the till goes, yeah, it's like, whatever. It cost the 80 quid. And he goes, takes the card out and he's looking at the chip and pin. And if that's a chip and pin, he's like this. He goes... Yeah. And the guy goes, you need to hold it over it, you fucking... wild cunt.
Yeah.
And then the guy basically does it for him and he's like...
Yeah.
And then he gets out and doesn't get into the car he just filled up. He gets into the limo and drives away. So it's all like
It's just staged.
It's all staged, but staged. I mean, those photo ops are always staged, but stage it well. Like, don't stage it so that he's filling up a car that he then walks away from like a fucking like.
I want to see him
Terminator.
get back into Fiesta and be like,
Yeah,
just trying to fucking.
unreal.
But they do that. They'll take him to like some working class environment, and he's like, "Oh, I get that," like.
I love whenever they
take the tie off a wee bit and like roll the sleeves. Oh, you fucking
I love when the tie comes down, the sleeves are up, and they make them like do headers with somebody. I'm like, I don't care if he can play football. Do you know what? Can he fucking run the country?
Yeah,
he can't even do
but
that.
It's all fluff. Like
I know it's bollocks. Like, see that though. See the getting them or like, oh, he's gonna bowl a ball at a kid who's playing cricket. Who like?
At least Boris Johnson had the decency to just wipe a few kids out playing rugby.
Yeah, or like, or
bang.
when before he was Prime Minister, and they put him in one of them UNICEF fucking, what do you call that football match, the UNICEF game? Fucking
Soccer aid.
When he just fucking
kicking
fucking
people out.
rugbyed a couple of people playing football. I'll take that. Like,
Yeah.
he's a cunt though.
Oh yeah.
A thunderous cunt. Yeah.
He's such a ballback. I tried to write material one time about like if you would move seats. If someone sat beside you on a bus, they shouldn't be in charge of anything. And it was a sort of bad bit, but you know what I mean? Like, and then I think the joke was Boris Johnson looks like he rapes paedophiles. But you know what I mean? If he come up and sat beside you with the hair all fucked up and all, you'd be like, you just go move seats.
He looks like somebody that would be, you know what he looks like? Somebody who would be watching planes in Belfast City Airport from that fucking bridge over the M3. Just a fucking rare cunt.
I was on a plane the other day, and it did that thing where it was about to land, and then they changed their mind and took off.
Oh, what? Where was that here?
The city airport.
Fuck.
I had shit up my back. I swear to God. Because I wasn't expecting it at all. You know, you've got that little bit of like...
The moment where you're just anticipating the...
Just that little... Where just gets that wee floaty bit, and then he touches down. But he must have just like touched one wheel and went, nah. And I had the fucking AirPods in, like, so I was like half asleep, like, wee bit of relief because you're hitting the ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, here we are, and then just like, fucking straight back up in the. But the only thing settled me down was I looked at the guy beside me, and everyone else was like, oh my God, and he was like doing work on the computer, obviously commutes all the time, and he went, for fuck's sake, because he knew it was going to be like a 20-minute loop.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this okay? Is it all right then? Back to sleep here. Okay.
Those moments on planes when... Have you ever been on a plane when somebody actually freaks out? Like there's an actual... Or a couple of people actually go... "Ah!" And you're like, that's fucking... Like, you know, bad turbulence or something. Or, you know, I've had one or two.
One hectic one on the way to Mexico where they ran round and they were like, right, everyone take their seats. The pilot has instructed us for you to... You know, we're going to get some bad turbulence here. And they sat down and they weren't even looking at each other because they were sitting beside each other and they were like, click, and they were just looking straight ahead. And I was like, this body language is not good.
Yeah.
Shit in my pants the whole time for about half an hour, and then nothing happened. And they got up and they were like, okay, we seem to have passed through that, blah, blah, blah. And then we're sitting there, and about 5 minutes later, the whole plane just went through the air. And not even a freak out. Like, by the way, like, you know, you think like, you don't know what you're going to do in that scenario. Like, if it was actually plummeting towards the fucking earth. But like the force of it, the only thing you can muster is just like, hey! Do you know what I mean? You think you're gonna fucking get your phone out and ring all your loved ones, but it's like someone just grabbed you by the feet and just went, ah! And like all the blood's in your head, and everybody it was fairly quick. It was fairly quick, like, but it was just like, ah! And then. It's fucking settled down a bit, but it was like beyond turbulence. It was as if like it felt like, you know, say it was like if you were in a car and then just the earth fell away. Like, it was just like yeah.
Oh, it's fucking.
So I was like, that was the fucking turbulence that we're talking about.
Fuck.
But that was the force of it. I was like, that's the sort of shit just rips wings off planes and
we came back one time from Rome and getting on so firstly the plane was delayed and it was sort of becoming obvious to us that we're now not getting on the plane that we're meant to be getting on, and so we'll go out to get on this one that's like, you know, from the fucking 80s with propellers and all on it. And I'm going, that's all right.
Acoustic plane.
Yeah, I'm like, that's all right if you're flying from fucking Glasgow or something, you're gonna be on it for half an hour. But CS bollocks, I'm like, this is a fucking this is a fucking 3.5 hour, 4 hour flight, like. We're sort of getting on it, and Chloe's going, didn't think we'd have propellers like that, and I was like, well, don't worry about it, it'll be grand. And a lot of the time, by the way, what Chloe's saying is exactly what I'm thinking, but I'll always just go, listen,
yeah,
it's fucking grand.
Yeah.
Alpha Twank will save you, right? And here I'm literally going, no, Jesus fucking right. So anyway, we get on it. All you can smell is petrol.
Yeah.
Like all you can smell, right? And like we're Chloe's going, before we took off, she's going, I'm really worried about this. The smell of petrol's fucking desperate. And like, what if we get up there and it's not right?
It's actually a diesel.
And mate, see when it was when it was taken out. God. See when it was taken off.
Yeah.
There was a genuine like, this doesn't feel like it's getting up there.
Yeah.
And a genuine one I am on the way up, and another one, and we were just going, and you can actually feel the plane, sort of like, feels like, like, and then just going, and then going, yeah. Like I did it like 3 times on the way up, and we're both shitting ourselves. And when we get home, like when it touched down, the two of us were just like, never again. Like if we feel like that again, just get off it, because it was fucking woeful.
I always just assume, like as you're going up or as you're coming down, and you're usually like over a bit of sea, it's gonna be a bit fucking wobbly.
Yeah.
I just assume it's gonna be doing that. But like sometimes I freak out if you're on a big plane and it hits that, I don't know what 1,000 feet it is, like, but it's way up, and the whole thing just goes like, it's like completely smooth. That's when I start going like, just turn off, or like, fire back on there, lad. You know what I mean? I can't hear a fucking thing. I
don't really like it though. Do you like it?
What?
Planes? Like being on them?
Nah.
I don't love it. I hate airports more than I hate the plane though.
Oh yeah, like I hate everything around it. I hate how uncomfortable it is. I hate fucking the weight. I hate, taking your belt off. I hate all that shit.
Yeah.
I've never been on a flight where I was like, oh, this is nice. It's always fucking, your knees always hitting something.
Yeah.
Something digging into you.
My bag is always just in a state like.
Do you ever get post-airplane farts?
Do you know when I get post-airplane bogies?
Oh yeah.
That are like,
that's
they're crisp, and then you pull it and it goes liquid halfway through. So we get that. It's like a fucking cream egg.
Yeah.
Hard on the outside and then fucking.
Yeah.
It's like fucking.
That's just aircon.
It's like, I know, but I get it. Like, so bad on planes.
I think, when you buy you buy a packet of Pringles and it's swollen at the top because
of
the pressure. I think the same thing happens to your guts, where like, you've been folded over for like fucking 7 hours straight.
Yeah.
And then you stand up and your body just releases. You come out, you've got that pressure too.
I'll do a horrific post-airplane shite, like.
Yeah.
Depending on how long. I mean, obviously, going to England, it's probably normal, but like,
10-minute flight to Glasgow. Get out of my way.
All that's probably grand, but like, 3 hours isn't really long haul, but I'd still probably do something horrific after.
I think, I just like flying so much that like, I'll mentally prepare for whatever length of flight it is.
Right.
So if it was 40-minute flight to fucking Edinburgh or something, 25 minutes in, I'd be like, come on, the fuck. But if it was a 10-hour flight to America, I'd still pass the time till it got and then that last like 2 hours or something, you're like, come on, the fuck.
I hate them long ones, like, I hate that. See, when you're like watching where the plane is in the world, the wee screen in front of you, and you're like, not even past Iceland yet.
The only time I had a flight where I was able to kill time was it after we got married? I had a hard drive full of like wedding footage, and I was like, I'm gonna make not the full wedding video, but like the music video. The girls like, just give me 3 minutes magic. But there was a ton of footage, and it took me probably like 6 hours
just
to complete it. But it was the only thing that like passed the time that it was like focused on. Because if you watch a movie and it's a 10-hour flight, you're like, well, there's another fucking 7.5 hours.
You've got to stick on nearly all the Harry Potters for that. Like,
I've seen no Harry Potters.
No.
I've seen the first one about halfway through. I've seen that first half of that movie about 7 times.
Do you know what?
I'm past it now.
It's all in front of you. Complete it.
My dad loves it.
It's great.
My dad's weird for like, loves Lord of the Rings, loves Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's brilliant. Like,
yeah.
I
remember going on the ride at Universal Studio and coming off and being like, fuck, I might nearly watch these now.
Mate, it's well worth it. Did you get a butterbeer when you were there?
No, I was actually pissed.
All right, I got this.
I was drinking man beer.
Oh no, but here the butterbeer is like, oh mate, I don't even know what it tastes like. It's fun though. And it's
Is it real beer?
No.
No, I didn't get it.
It's like a kid's beer.
All right.
Like from the books. I don't mean like
No, it was just a regular old steaming.
No, what was it like being pissed going on the rides and all?
Just hot.
What one was this in LA? It is hot there. I mean, well, depending on what day it is, obviously.
Yeah.
It was fucking the day we went there was, ball bacon like.
Very hot. But it was so hot that you're like, you get a slight buzz going and then it's away immediately.
Did you get on the Jurassic Park shit?
Did I? I think so. We got on most of the good shit.
Takes you around, starts off nice and slow, like you're doing a Jurassic Park tour.
Nice.
And it's nice, and there's like dinosaurs and shit, and they're just doing normal things, and then you go up this bit, and like the tunnel you're in like breaks, and it like slams you down this other way, and it's like, oh shit, dinosaurs are fucking gonna eat your face.
I don't think I did do that
and
one.
it
You know?
takes you down like a proper plume. It's a great time.
I
must
like
find that photo of me. I need to circulate that photo.
I think I did like a King Kong versus Godzilla or something. Maybe
And then Universal, did you do the Simpsons one?
Yeah.
The Simpsons one was good.
That was good.
Where you're basically actually
once again
in a cinema.
Yeah.
Steaming.
Once again, I've never really watched that much Simpsons.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
wrong with you? Is that what you want to ask me?
What would you say is your like a thing that you've watched, like either a series or film where you're like, I'll go for that, like that you would watch it again, or that
Weird shit. It would be all like fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm and The Office and all that shit.
Right.
Never really watched cartoons. You know?
It's just funny.
Couldn't get into it.
Family Guy, no.
I like Bob's Burgers.
I think that's alright.
But they've got, like mates like Begley and all who fucking quote Simpsons flat out. And you're like, what the fucking incel? What the fuck are you doing?
I never. So Simpsons, I liked it when I was a kid, and then
Normal.
right, and then
like wrestling.
And then when Family Guy Family Guy was probably on TV here when I was in about first year maybe, and that was like, or maybe in second year. I know that I couldn't have been older than third year because the wee lad that told me about Family Guy was in my HE class, and I didn't do that after third year. HE, so like I started watching Family Guy then, and South Park as well. And so, like, when South Park would have been big, but obviously I had a problem with South Park because a lot of people in my school called me Cartman when I was in first year, and didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Halloween sorted.
# bullied. But I
do the voice.
So
that's Halloween sorted. There'll be a Halloween episode coming up. Get the wee blue hat on, big red coat.
And the wee blue hat. Need a big red coat. And I started watching those. Like, so Simpsons kind of became like moot because it's not funny in that way.
Yeah,
it's too clean. Like, it's too mumsy. It's too like mumsy. It didn't feel dangerous or edgy.
Yeah,
you know. And then when they did a wee bit of more edgy stuff for the Simpsons movie that was out, I liked it. But then I'm also going, now you're not being the Simpsons. I don't need to say, I'll say this, the thing that was missing from the Simpsons wasn't seeing Bart's dick. Do you know what I mean? Didn't need that. Thought that was weird.
Did you see it?
You see Bart's dick in the movie? Don't you definitely see that? Yeah, I think that's weird.
Nice. You see, I don't know, every time people start talking about Simpsons and did you watch this, and I haven't seen really any South Park worth talking about. I haven't seen a load of classic movies. Loads of shit I haven't seen. And then I go like, oh my God, what sort of deprived childhood did I have? But then I was just
doing other stuff.
I was just doing sports and, you know, in like my mate's bedroom where he had decks and everyone thought like DJ, you know what I mean?
Can you DJ?
No. I like the idea of it though. Like
I like the idea.
Foster, you might have watched this, the Chasing Status boiler room set. Fucking hell. You want to see this motherfucker? He looks like just someone's old dad. Someone's old weird uncle. Amongst all these teenagers like fucking dancing on, he's just in there with the going bald wee specs on, just dropping absolute haters.
What do you call that guy? Martin Garrix. Do you ever see him?
Is he the young lad?
I think he's youngish, and he's like fucking. He's like a wee. He looks like a wee fucking. He looks like a wee cunt that would sell you fries out of McDonald's,
Was he not like fucking 18 when he brought his first tune out or something?
And then now it's like there's like fucking 100,000 people in front of him, and he's just fucking, and they're all eat off their tits, and he's just having a great old time on a beach.
It looks, it does look like the most fun job.
Is it though?
I mean, like probably,
more fun than comedy.
If you had like 400 fucking gigs in front of you, and you're like, I'm on tour and I'm Steve Aoki in a jet flat out, you're probably turning up behind the decks going, how long have I done?
Well, what if you're like doing comedy and you're like, I have 6 gigs in front of me and 3 of them are in Ballymena? Like that's...
Oh, worse? Yeah, but you're not getting, like fucking 250 grand to play the braid.
You're probably not even getting 250 quid.
No. Fucking, but you're telling me it doesn't look fun to just be like, like a festival, like fucking. I would
rather be in a band that was achieving that than a DJ.
Yeah,
because I've seen some DJs who perform and it is impressive, but it still isn't as impressive to me as like even like a 3-piece band or, dare I say it, Christy Moore. Like I'd rather see somebody lashing it out on a guitar. That's just my taste though. Like I don't listen to music it's like that particularly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Although like sometimes I don't get it. Like because I sort of feel like you're just there is an element of just pressing play on something.
Open up, man. Open up. A wee bit, yeah.
Like I think that's weird. This guy presses play. I mean, obviously, when people are doing like live samples and all.
Fred again.
That's
just at the fucking ATM.
Like because that guy, the guy from here, John Boy, I've seen him DJ. I've seen him do that up close, and but
he's a hip hop DJ.
That's
you can give it all this fucking shit.
He's doing an actual thing, like
chopping and screwing, man, chopping it up. He is fairly impressive, but they're like, no one's gonna be doing all that shit in the middle of a fucking like dance tune.
I know, yeah. You don't need
for the most part.
You just need
and you act like. Am I right or wrong, Fozzie? They're fucking. There's a lot of nothing going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not even plugged in.
Yeah,
really?
the thing is like the thing. Even if they're actually mixing it, the fucking computer's done it and it will mix perfectly. So a fucking cat could come up and be like, meow, and like push the cross. You know what I mean?
Doja Cat, just
but like they're doing this and nothing's happening.
Yeah,
it was like the fucking 7 guitar players Kasabian used to have. I was like, he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. Guys, just fucking.
Do you know what I hate when you see like an indie band and it'll be like the guitarist. He also has a drum machine, and you're like, but there's a drummer.
Yeah.
So the drummer's really doing that, and guitarist. But he'll mute his guitar with his left hand and hit like a wee doof, tss, doof, tss, and you're like, I can't doing all that though.
Yeah.
What's this adding? I hate that.
It's performance.
Or when people change around a lot. There's a couple of bands I actually quite like do this, and it fucking melts me when I see them. And like, it's like, yeah, I was playing the guitar and singing in the first song, but then for song 2, I have a big kettle drum on my hip, and I only do backing vocals on that one, and then I do synth in song 3. I'm like, stand somewhere for the whole set and fuck up.
Yeah.
Preferably off stage.
Like a DJ.
Yeah.
Just press play like a fucking DJ.
Like a DJ.
Do nothing and just press.
DJ.
Just stand there.
Yeah. Like some of them do just do that, don't they?
What?
Just stand there.
Yeah. 100%.
That's weird.
How did you know when you're fucking...
I would hate that. I would hate to be that though. Like I wouldn't want that to be my show.
Aye, but if you're fucking Deadmau5 or something and you're getting like millions to turn up to some fucking arena somewhere.
Depressed Play. I mean, you would do it. Like,
Depressed Play. What a great album name.
Yeah.
Depressed Play. What's your favourite dance tune of all time? Do you have a favourite dance tune? Born Chippy.
That's probably.
That's great. That's great. I walked in with that earlier.
I walked in with that. It's hard to know because, I mean, it depends on what you're, like genuinely what you mean by dance music. Because if I say Hathaway, What Is Love, does that count?
Yeah.
Like that's up there for me. I love that.
Yeah.
But Hathaway, not that bollocks it's out at the minute. Have you heard this one? There's a version of a wee girl singing it now. Bag. It's Bag. I mean, it's big. Like, it's so big. But, like, Hathaway doing that is a great... That isn't ancient as fuck. That's, like, over 30 years old.
Old school.
But it's fucking brilliant. If I was going for something maybe a wee bit more...
Just doing the Amrock for
I know, just fucking...
And people are like, move.
Yeah, people are like doing ours. I'm like, don't hurt me. Yeah, I love that.
Don't toot me.
Do you know, I liked a lot of sort of dancey pop songs that were out in the late 90s, like Lady by Mojo and Spiller, Groove Jet. I loved all that time in sort of club music where it was kind of like a wee bit poppy as well. Ooh, baby, I feel
Gary,
right.
big Balearic house guy.
That's me, yeah. I love that. Cream me. Yeah.
But there's a few songs now, like Fred Again has a song that's an absolute lift from like, just sounds like you're in fucking Ibiza in 1994.
Right, okay. What's the song, do you know? What's it called?
Delilah or something? Is that what it's called?
Hey there, Delilah.
You know what I mean?
Lay there, Delilah. While
just
I
like,
press play and get a million pound for it.
It could be out in 1996.
I unironically like Scooter, by the way.
Yeah.
See Scooter's version of the Billy Idol classic Rebel Yell. I love that. See,
Back in the UK.
I like Back in the UK. I do like Logical Song, and I do like, I actually really like Fuck 2020. It's funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't really know a ton of it. Like, it wouldn't be something, you know, some of my brothers listen to.
If I get you a Scooter t-shirt, will you wear it?
Yeah, if it's triple XL, don't give me a tiny one. Don't give me like a don't give me like a medium.
There you go, mate.
Hello, yeah.
Thank you.
Don't give me a medium one, so I look like a wee 90s slag in it. Like
I saw a wee trinket in a shop one time, and it was like a little t-shirt that you bought to hang in your car.
Right.
You know, you hung it around the mirror, and it said, "I'm fluent in sarcasm," and it pissed me off so much that I had to buy it. I was like, "What sort of dickhead's buying that?" You get in the car and like, Teresa, look at that. I'm fluent in sarcasm.
What would be a go-to dance hit for you, like old school, like?
Old school?
Yeah, like if you were picking one from like that era. From like
that
the
era?
90s. From like the 90s, yeah.
What do you call that song?
Oh.
I'll find it right now.
Set You Free, that's a fucking banger, isn't it?
This is my favorite, right? I'm gonna put it on.
Who's that entrance, is it?
Copyright strike. I forget who does it. Oh, I got it wrong.
Is this Fred again?
I mean, this is 3 minutes in, so I've dropped it.
It's about to though.
Here in the Amrock.
I'm waiting on the ball. I'm waiting on the ball dropping, then I'll serve it. When's it coming?
With these fucking bulbs flashing. You love it.
You already took my finger off on the mic.
That's a banger, huh?
Yeah, I remember that.
Has anyone made use of these arm lifts like this?
I very much like tunes like that, those old ones. Like, is that new? But it's like a
No, that is old. That one.
Right.
You know, that would be
Who's that?
Commisra.
Jesus.
Let me show you.
Right.
Also, Fatboy Slim played it at that thing on the beach he did. Huh? Oh, that's right.
He is, or he was?
Might have to abuse the contacts for that. A few tickies.
A few tickies.
A few ticklets. I'm using any other word apart from tickets to swerve the algorithm on Instagram. Sure, Connor Key said he was writing like admission slips on sale now.
Oh
as
my
soon as
God.
it's these tickets, they want you to fucking pay money.
That's mental.
Tickets.
You've tickled me a wee bit though with this. I'm thinking about dance music now. Yeah. Do you know it was a banger? And I don't know if you call it a dance song actually. Turn Around by Fats and Small. Is that a dance song?
Technically, yeah.
Got to turn around. Hey, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that'd be a dance.
I love all
That'd
that.
be a dance song.
I like all that.
Bit of vocally house kind
The Rude Sandstorm.
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da.
absolutely a dance tune.
Banger. Sash encore une fois.
Yeah, these are all the best dance tunes of all
Mate,
time.
do you know what it is?
DJ Sean, The Launch.
What one's that? What was that? Yeah. Yeah.
And then we felt. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. You'd have punched a girl in the fucking Dundonald Ice Bowl if you had that shit.
Oh, man. That's glorious. Oh,
Hopefully someone takes that clip and just mixes it into the actual song.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
and
great.
it finishes with you just, and they put like a girl's face on your hand or something.
I knew a guy at school went to one of those. It was like there was no drink at it, but you would turn up like a wee bit drunk if you could steal some booze. You know, at 15 or whatever. And this guy he kissed so many chicks, Kieran, and then had about 9 Red Bulls that he just vomited up loads of spit and Red Bull at the end of the night. Back when men were men.
At the Ice Bowl?
Yeah. And I remember raving so hard one time that there was a girl beside me. She was fucking giving it stacks, and she just stuck her thumbnail into my hand, and I cut it, and then it subsequently got infected. Oh. She just has
at the Ice Bowl as well?
manky nail, yeah.
There's a lot going on there, like.
Yeah. Always fights, too. Always fights.
You smack a lot of people over there?
No, not with me, like. No, I was just in the back there in a orange diesel
just
t-shirt.
Stand back, fucking throwing
Give
it
us
out.
on space, man.
Yeah, I was never really involved in that. I was
No?
like,
You were cutting the fingers off gloves somewhere to paint your nails.
yes, mate. I be sitting there trying to turn my latest bags into fucking skate pants over the house. Oh, I'll try and go 3/4.
Little safety pins through your fucking Adidas trackies. Yeah, dude.
You have to if you're trying to make your own 3/4 lengths, you really are better off marking those out with a bit of tailor's chalk before you make any cuts. 'Cause if you go too short, you're wearing your fucking mass pedal pushers.
Pedal pushers.
That's fucking mental.
I love that.
I remember. Oh man, I remember one time. This is a true tragic story, by the way.
All right.
I wanted to go to this disco and I wasn't being allowed, right? Because my ma didn't really know where it was, and she's like,
Dance music's the devil.
"All right." I don't even think they would have been playing dance music at it. I think it would have been like
Flute bands.
like it would have been more like garage was big, so you'd have been getting like more. It would have been like bound for the reload.
Man, that sounds lit.
You know what I mean? All that and fucking who did that? Who was that by?
Oxide
Bound for the reload. Oxide
Neutrino.
Neutrino, yes, and shit like that. So
The
that would have
Boys.
been and fucking So Solid Crew and all that stuff would have been out. And what would you call it? Do you really like it? Is it wicked? All that would have been on, right? Anyway, so I wanted to go, wasn't allowed to go, but I was already a wee pop punk boy at this time. A type of music that you love, and and I remember basically being told I wasn't going, and then I got told, right, you can go, and I'm like, fucking, I've arrived, right? This is this is my debut, right? So I'm getting ready, and on the day I'm getting ready, and my mum goes to me, where you going? I went, it's at disco tonight. And she went, so I'm thinking about that. I don't feel good about it, you're not going. And I was like, what? And I was gutted, and I sulked in my room like a wee cinders, right? Like a wee Cinderella would. And
Cinders.
and I remember my mum knocks the door an hour and a half or so after she told me I wasn't going, and I'm like, the sulk is paid off here. She's guilty. I'm going, right? And she goes, I got you something. And I went, right. And she hands me in a pair of 3/4 length skate pants, right? Yeah. Which I had no business wearing anyway, because it did look like an absolute fucking mother about to be let off on maternity leave, right? Wearing them. But she got me them, and then goes, right, I got you them. And I went, so I'm going. She goes, no, I got you them because you're not going. Like, I got you them to say, sorry, can't let you go out, but enjoy these 3/4 lengths. Never wore them.
Stick them on the bedroom there.
I stuck them on and went, I hate these, and never wore them again.
Imagine they were actually hers.
I know, yeah, just
What
my
did you thought he like?
I know. Well, give us them gaucho pants out there. He loves that. Give me a pair of them jeans there, Jim. I'll turn them into his 3/4 length skate pants for him. No business wearing them. I was raring them, like.
That's sad, isn't it?
Isn't it sad? That's one of my deepest, darkest teenage.
You can't go to the dance.
Memories.
But the dance will come to you.
The dance will come to, yeah. It's like the dance will come to you, except it won't, because nobody knows where you live.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we've got raves at home. That meme.
Raves at home.
We've got pizza at home.
Yeah. Mama make you McDonald's nightmare. Do you know what I mean? You never heard that? No. Mama make you McDonald's. You know what I mean? When you ask, can we go for McDonald's? Can we go to Chippy? I'll make you a Chippy. You won't though.
See, to be honest, on a taste profile, if you put warm lettuce in between two bits of newspaper, it tastes like a McDonald's.
I don't like anything with lettuce in it when it's been heated, particularly. I'll take it like if I'm getting it fresh out of the kitchen.
Is that what you call it?
No, I mean, like, if you're getting like
fresh lettuce in the kitchen.
No, I mean, like, if you're getting like, say you're getting, so Jocks are having this thing at the minute, this fucking dirty chicken sandwich. It's like a toasty, and it has lettuce in it, but it's fresh. It's nearly as if they make it and then put the lettuce in last. I don't know if that is what they do. It's like that though, because see, if you hate that lettuce, it's fucked. The whole thing's fucked.
It is fucked, but there is a specific taste of hot lettuce that tastes like McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you want to?
I need a McDonald's right now.
I could give you another sad story if you want it before we go.
Go on.
Do you want this? So you're maybe sitting there going, Kieran, why did you not have any friends around your own way that you didn't have to go to that fucking disco when you were 14? That was so far away that your ma wouldn't let you. It's because I sort of fell out with people on my street when I was a wee bit younger, when I was about 12 or 13.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why I fell out with them was, again, Austin Powers 2 was out. And some of you are maybe thinking that there's a fat bastard story here. There isn't. But everybody in my street, nearly all my mates in my street were 1 year older than me, right? And they all went to see Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me. And I wasn't allowed to go see it because it was too rude. And they came to the door to my house after and told me they got me a milkshake. They went to McDonald's after. And they told me they got me a milkshake and would I take a drink of it? And I went, yeah, and I took a drink of it. And it was like they'd all hackled in this thing with lettuce and bits of onion and all in it. And then I was like, I'm falling out with these people. And I fell out with them. And one of them gave me, do you remember a thing you could get? I think was it called a Bubbaloo or something? And it was like bubble gum that had like jam inside it. Tasted like fucking hot spit anyway. Yeah. But one of them gave me one of them as like a peace offering. And I was like, I hope you all burn in hell. And I didn't speak to any of them ever again. I'm glad we've done this counselling, you know what I mean? This is here.
The fact you haven't shot up a school is a miracle.
You know what I mean? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
What a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
I mean, how quick did you dive clean into it, or did you go, oh, there's a chocolate or strawberry or anything?
I was like, yeah. In the same way I was touched when Butler brought me his photo. Yeah. I went, that's actually really nice. I was like, I hate all these. God. And one of them was like, I was going to say to you not to do that and all, and I went, but you didn't though, did you? So if you're watching now, still die. But anyway. Yeah.
I'd have went straight from that to bomb making.
I went, do you know what I did? I went straight from that to, within a year, I'm hacking the fucking Fingersoft gloves. That's it.
Who sings Better Off Alone?
Alice DJ.
That's the one for you. If you could fade that in over that last story, that'd be fucking great.
Talk to me. Ooh, talk to me. Do you remember she had that other shit one that went, it was the counter melody of that one. It sounds exactly the same where she goes, so there's that song, right? And then there's the one where she goes, so there's Better Off Alone, and then the other one went, I want you back in my life. I was so shit. Want you back by my side, 'cause that's where you belong. Imagine that though. If that was like, imagine those lyrics. See if you hardcore those songs, that would work like fuck. See if you hardcore fucking Alice DJ, like.
Which sort of hardcore?
Do you think you're better off? Oh yeah. Yeah. Be class. I heard you. You can. That's. I'm so hardcore. So yeah.
What are you playing there? The Two Kittens.
Unbelievable. I'm playing fucking tiddlywinks. 10 people at a time. Unbelievable.
Oh fuck me.
Oh Jesus Christ. Well, here this has been emotional. It's been emotionally charged. I'm glad we went from Fats and Small into the fucking deepest, darkest recesses of my teenage mind, and then back to LSD again. It's great. So, what was I going to say? Have you anything that you want to? How's it going, comedy-wise, mate?
Oh, fuck. It's good.
Anything you want to plug?
I've only 2 tour dates left.
Right.
Manchester, Liverpool.
When are they?
They are 1st and 2nd November.
So that's like right around now. Tomorrow and the next day.
You have 12 minutes to buy a ticket. I don't even know what the tickets are like.
What are you doing in
Frog and Bucket, hot water.
Nice.
All them words.
They be good gigs, like. Who's are you allowed to reveal support? Who's supporting?
Don't know. I said to McCann and he said yes, but I don't know. You know, his schedule is.
Yeah,
he works in a vape shop now.
He said yes, and then he's in fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be McCartney or McCann.
Good. They be good gigs, like.
That'd be nice. Never passed out on stage at Frog and Bucket last time.
Why?
Don't know. It was just so hot.
Really?
Streets were is Manchester like, so it was bleak as fuck. Got inside, big coat on, jumper. Went on stage in the jumper.
Foolish.
Halfway through a bit, it was like, you know, fucking gone into the future here. Had to put my hand. I mean, this was the extent of it. Anyway.
Oh, why? Hates friendship.
I basically rested on a thing. Happy birthday. I mean, that won't come out because it's behind the radiator, so that's good. But you know what I mean? It's a time capsule. They'll find it in years to come.
If we ever go on changing rooms in here, fucking Carol Smiley whip it out of her box.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you remember that show?
Was Smiley hot? Am I remembering that wrong?
No,
but you're a pervert. You know, you're like, fuck me.
She was probably at the level of like.
What's her name?
Your ma's mate.
But that's the hottest of all.
You know. Or your mate's ma, sorry, is what I meant to say, not your ma's mate. That's a different thing. Your ma's mate who looks exactly like your ma.
Still hot. Carol Smiley, let me see. Is she alive? It's one of these ones.
Oh, she's definitely alive, look.
Phone's broke. Won't work.
Oh, it doesn't work?
Why can't they look up Carol Smiley? This is important.
She used to be on Wheel of Fortune. She used to be the letter turner rounder on Wheel of Fortune with Nicky Campbell. Why do I remember these things?
There's going to be a post-show look up.
Oh, there she is there. Dan, that's an unbelievable screensaver you have of her there.
The photographer just going, show me your elbow. She's like, some elbow pervert.
Yeah. Well, so go see Colin if you can get tickets in Liverpool and Manchester. You're also going to be doing Nevermind the Mock Bloom and that gig in the Devonish with me in December, 22nd of December. I believe. We need to look all this up. Fact check any of this before you pay money for it. So I will. Thanks for joining us, and
my pleasure.
We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.